You said I would be overweight, sad, and lost
Yeah.
if it wasn't for the friends, community, and training partners that got me out of my head and into a workout. My mind is a dangerous neighborhood if I let it wander alone, and it's the social aspect of fitness that has kept me on track more than anything else.
Yeah.
What do you mean your mind is a dangerous neighborhood if I let it wander alone?
It gets dark in here.
Tell me.
I think this isn't a cop-out, but there's real mental illness in our family. And,
How in the world would that be a cop-out?
Well, because I'm like, I have,
Just telling the truth.
Yeah, no, it's true. But I just feel like for a long time,
If I had said that to you, if I was like, this isn't a cop-out, but you would have been like, why the fuck did you just
true.
say
Okay,
that?
thanks. I just feel like for a long time, denied that I had a problem. I was like, I'm not sensitive. I'm the happiest person here. Stays up drinking till 4 a.m. by herself, sleeps until noon, starts drinking again at 4. Man, that
I'm
was
so
great.
happy.
Yeah, shoveling, shit burritos down my throat. Like it was, I realize my family is very natural, both nurture and nature disposition to lean into substance, being food and alcohol, to get very down, to get very depressed, to ideate very, very sad things. And you start to like really pick yourself apart. You pick other people apart. You judge yourself. And it is weird. It is like a form of depression. And sometimes it's just like, it's fatigue, it's wonder, it's doubt. And I know behaviors that push me further into that dark place, which is like again, repetitive. I used to bartend in Chicago. So easily drinking 5 days a week. It's like that was like just normal. And especially my household, like my dad would pour Jack Daniels. Like,
Oh, jeez.
and that's like one of 3 for the night.
Oh, my gosh.
And like, he's like, light ice, light ice. One time we were at a bar, my dad got a Jack on the Rocks and I got like a beer or whatever. And he takes a chink and he takes a sip up and he spits it all over the bar. I'm like, hitting his back. I'm like, you okay? He's like, there's Coke in here. So the bartender just did a Jack and Coke. And I'm like,
spits it out.
we can just take it. It was like a little dramatic, but like we really drink heavy. And I remember I was dating somebody years ago and I went to like their family dinner, with his parents and everything. And we opened a bottle of wine. And that was the only, they didn't, like nobody even finished their glass for me to open a second bottle. I'm like, like my family goes through 3 bottles before the main course comes.
That's
like
funny.
So it's really built into my family culture.
Yeah.
And I it's just like I'm not a very nice person. You know what I mean? Yeah. You get sensitive, you get emotional, like I said, and then you're in denial of the behavior that you have. I mean, I've gotten in arguments so drunk with boyfriends I've been with, and I was like, that didn't fucking happen. He's like, yes, this happened.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, it's terrible. And I was much younger, but like I had to become responsible. So that's what I'm saying. Like I realized I had this thing in me, and the way I explain it is like, I'm a big Star Wars fan, so this is like my favorite analogy. But like you've got like the dark side, and you've got like the Force, and I come from such an incredible family line, incredible people, special people, salt of the earth, but there's power in our family, and the power can be used for good or for evil. And if you are not able to wield that power, it will wield you. And that's what I mean by like the dark side. Like you can like literally make up things that didn't happen, make up stories, pick fights just because I'm feeling this weird way. And I had to learn to be like, I'm feeling a certain way. Let me take the kettle off the flame right? Turn that flame down. And so it was learning about these sensitivities in me, learning about what I think is like an undiagnosed like series of whether it's depression or bipolar on one side of my family. And so I've gone through years of therapy. I'm the only one in my family that's gone. It's probably why I'm not talking with my sister. I'm not talking with my mom. And it's not that it's my choice, but I love them and I'm hopeful to come through it. But like I said, it's like I'm kind of the apple that fell from the tree that rolled very far away, and I've sought out like mental health support. And so, this is I will land the plane here, but I realized like when I would be in more of a drinking binge, when I would be up later, when I'm overworking, when I throw myself into situations all the way, the outcome is not a very happy Jen. And so getting into the gym, and to this point, when I'm moving, all my choices get better. And I'm not someone that has dumbbells at home that will work hard. I want to go to the gym, and I need you to judge me. I walk in, no one could know me, or everybody look at my body. Like they're like, oh dude, she must be fit. She's going to be strong. So I have this built-in peer pressure to perform, which works really well for me. I joke, like I want people to judge me, but it's more like, I like to be in the room. I like that we have to start at a class at a certain time. I like that I have to do this workout. I like that other people are trying hard. It really inspires me. Like
it's accountability.
Totally. And it doesn't matter if they're lifting a lighter bar or a heavier bar than me. I'm like, wow, Garrett's really working hard today, and I want to work hard too. And so I find that the people that I'm with and the people that I'm, whether they know me or not, and they are like my greatest inspiration to keep me going to the gym. And then it's like, if I missed a day, my friend like, wait, where were you yesterday?
Yeah.
Where have you been? And like being missed really helps me. Maybe again, that's that middle child syndrome, but that's what I mean. Like I wouldn't be here without that accountability. I couldn't have come this far without that. I actually just signed up for like a CrossFit competition.
Shut up.
Yeah. There's a Wadapalooza in California.
Okay.
And I signed up with this like super hot buff gay guy, Daniel. He's like one of my workout partners at Brick. And he's like, and he's from Australia, and he's like, let's fucking go, Jen. I was like, all right. And I was like, I'll fucking knock the dust off these snatches, and let's, but like, I'm like, I've got that fear thing again, which I'm like, Jen, you're going to show up, you're going to train, you're going to work hard. You still got it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I'm going to push myself to go, but there's no way, like me doing a competition, like working hard for myself, I'll take last place and not give a shit. Like I literally did a Wadapalooza. Like they had this thing called the Gauntlet. It was so hard. I was like, and the guy was like commenting, I'm like giving the mic. I'm like, could somebody bring me a beer? And they brought me a beer on I was just drinking a beer and I was biking, and I made it performative because I'm like, I don't want to work hard. I will I will go until I die with Daniel, because I'm like, I know he's counting on me.
Yeah.
That motivates me big time.